Hello friends, this is Saion Chatterjee and I will be dealing with make versus buy decision making problems. First of all, you could open sheet given by sir. The first line of the sheet says that make versus buy ethics Harish Agarwal problem number 11.29, that sheet. On that sheet, please go to problem number 11.40, this one. Optimal product mix, Royal Sports Plastic Department. Referring to the problem, we see it says that it consists of two parts. One is of the skates and one is of the snowboards. For the skates part, it says that skates has a selling price of 980, cost per pair of the skates with direct material is 200, variable machine operating cost is 240. That means it consumes the machine hours, which has a rate of 160 per machine hour. Also, there is the manufacturing overhead cost at 180, marketing and administrative cost at 210, summing up to 830. Okay. Now, coming to the writing part. Very easily, it has been noted down. For the skates part, direct material 200, variable cost of machining is 240, variable cost of marketing is 90. That means we calculate
90 नीचे था ना? Where is 90?
Okay. The 90 has been referred to in the manufactured inline skates.
ये रहा ना variable marketing
Yes.
manufactured inline skates.
Yes.
That's why 90.
90 is right. I missed that part. So that's the part. For the this is all about the manufactured skates which are manufactured in the company. We find the total variable cost per unit, summing this up, is 530. Selling price as given is 980. It has been given. So the CPU comes to 450. Okay. Now coming to the snowboard part. We see snowboard same like that, direct material 200, variable machining operating cost 80, manufacturing overhead cost 60, marketing cost is also there 100, and manufactured snowboards have also an additional cost of variable marketing of 80 rupees, right? The same has been noted right there. 200 variable machining cost is 80 and variable marketing cost is 80. So total marketing cost, total variable cost comes to per unit is 360. Selling price as is given is 600 rupees. So the cost, the contribution per unit comes to 600 minus 360 is 240. Now at a glance, looking at these two, we see the contribution of skates is 450 and for snowboard it is 240. We will think that the skates are more profitable, they give more contribution, so we should manufacture those. But we are overlooking one fact. They are consuming a particular amount of machine hours, and at the cost of that they are producing that contribution per unit. Now if we consider the machine hours in our decision making and finally come to the conclusion keeping them at a same level, like for as from the this is, we can see it consists of 240 rupees per unit, but machine hours is cost is 160 per machine hour. That means it consumes 1.5 machine hours.
240 by 160.
Right. And for the this part, snowboard part, we see that the variable machine operating cost is 80, where machining hour cost is 160. That means 80 by 160, that is half or 0.5 machine hours is consumed per snowboard unit. So clubbing these two and finding contribution per machine hour, that is 450 by 1.5, it comes to 300, and for 240 by 0.5 it comes to 480. Now they are at the same platform of contribution and machine hours. We see that snowboard has a higher value as compared to skates. So we will always take into consideration of manufacturing the number of snowboards as much required first, and then if any machine hours are left, we will manufacture the remaining skate. For that we will manufacture skates. Okay. Now coming to the problem part, we see they have asked, they have also okay, coming to the problem part, they have seen that they have showed in the problem they have shown that the maximum machine hours available is 7,500. 7,500. It is mentioned 750 and okay, we see that initially it has been given that if the company manufactures only skates, it can manufacture with its constraint of machine hours, it can manufacture 5,000 pairs at one go. It can manufacture at most that. Each skate we have seen that it manufactures from this point, we have seen it uses 1.5 machine hours. So that means 5,000 into 1.5, it is 7.5, right? 7.5K, that is 7,500 machine hours, which I have written down right here. Maximum machine hours available. Now, as per just we have seen that it will, for its rank 1, it will first manufacture snowboards. Now, coming to the question, we see that from here it has been written that it has a market demand of 12,000 snowboards, and each snowboard consumes 0.5 machine hours. From this point we have calculated previously. So what it will do to manufacture 12,000 snowboards and each consuming 0.5 machine hours, how many machine hours will be required? 12,000 into 0.5, that is 6,000 machine hours. Okay, we have written that. Required to manufacture 12,000, 0.5, 6,000. How many machine hours are remaining? 7,500 minus 6,000, that is 1,500. We will use that to manufacture skates. How many skates will be manufacturing? 1,500 divided by 1.5, that is 1,000 skates. Rest of the skates have to be outsourced. But outsourcing is always a temporary solution for the company. That is a decision that the company has to make. Now we see that there has been an outside vendor who had provided an offer of 6,000 to supply 6,000 pair of skates at 750 per pair. Okay, now 1,000 it can manufacture. We will see how much it contributes to the bought item, how much it contributes to the contribution. The supplier's price is 750. The variable marketing cost is 40, which has been given here for the purchased one. So the total variable cost comes to 790. Selling price is as good as the manufactured ones, 980. The contribution comes to 190, right? Okay, now how much to produce, which to produce, how much to buy, which is now the original decision making part comes. I've noted down. This is the skates part, this is the snowboard part. Skates has something to manufacture, something to buy. Snowboard is totally in the manufacturing part. Okay. Now, for snowboard, we have decided that we will be manufacturing all the 12,000 snowboards. The contribution it gives is 240 rupees. We had calculated in the previous page. And the total contribution is 288 and 4 zeros. That's the part.
Because it was contribution per unit.
Right. It's the total contribution. It is the total contribution of the 12,000 snowboards. For the skates part, the only 1,000 can be manufactured in our limited constraint of machine hours. The contribution it offers is 450 per unit. So the total contribution it offers is 4,50,000. For the buying part, just now we calculated for 6,000 which the vendor can supply. It has a contribution of 190 per unit, and the total contribution that comes is 11,40,000. Okay, the total contribution then will be 4.5 lakhs plus 11.4 lakhs plus 28.8 lakhs, right? Also given in the question that there is a fixed marketing and distribution cost of 6,000 or 6 lakh rupees, my bad. And also there is a fixed manufacturing overhead cost of 3 lakh rupees per unit. So whatever you make or buy, these are fixed costs. This will be incurred, whatever be your decision. So 3 lakh and 6 lakh. We have noted that down. Total fixed cost 3 lakh and 6 lakh, which we have deducted from the contribution. Contribution minus total fixed cost gives us the optimum mix, that is the profit. That is 35.7 lakhs. Well, it can be, this is the optimum mix of the solution which has got, and which is our optimum. We can also make a comparison with other options as well. Like if the company thinks of manufacturing first the skates, and then if it manufactures suppose 5,000 skates, which is its total capacity, 5,000 skates of in 7,500 machine hours, we can use that. For 5,000 skates, the contribution will be 5,000 into 450 rupees. That will be the total contribution. And how much will be by 3,000 into 190? That will be the contribution from the bot part. It is
3,000 क्यों?
3,000 because it is outsourcing, no? It is from the bot.
हाँ हाँ
It is
okay
buying
okay.
from the outside vendor. 190. It is not manufacturing any snowboards. And from that we have to it is the profit part, total profit. For that, for the manufacture, the original fixed cost which will be automatically incurred 3 lakh and 6 lakh. We will get an amount of profit. What it comes to, it will be definitely less than 35.7 lakhs. This is another option. This is inter-option comparison to see that is this the optimum or not. We will any or you can manufacture only snowboards. 12,000 snowboards it is manufacturing only. That will give a only give the contribution of 12,000 into 240. That is 28 lakh 80,000. 28 lakh 80,000 minus 9 lakhs is 19 lakh 80,000. So it is automatically less than the optimum mix. So we can, it is hence it is proved that this is the optimum mix and this is the decision that needs to be taken for this problem.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Hello friends, to consolidate our learning of make versus buy decision, we take a look at one more problem. It is the opening problem of the sheet 11.29, make versus buy by Harish Agarwal, management accountant with Maruti Udyog. That says that given are the costs for manufacturing 30,000 units in-house, and comparison to that, a vendor from outside has given an offer to manufacture 32,000 units at a unit price of 173 per unit. So hence, therefore we have to take a decision which one will be a more profitable decision. Okay, now here we see that the making cost, the raw material cost is coming to 65 plus 8%. Where is this 65 coming from? 19,50,000 divided by 30,000. Raw material cost, it's a variable cost, and per unit it comes to 65. And also there is a 8% increase in the price. Therefore 65 plus 8%, that comes to 70.2. When buying, there is no raw material cost, so the differential cost is 70.2. The direct labor part, which is again variable, it comes 12 lakhs divided by 30,000, it comes to 40. With a 5% increase, it comes to 42. 5% increase, it comes to 42. And when buying, it is 0, the differential cost is 42. When calculating the plant rental, which is given at 8,40,000 rupees, which is a fixed cost, it has to be divided by 32,000 because we are allocating the fixed cost. We are allocating the fixed cost for 32,000 units, and it is coming to 26.25. When buying, it has been said that the plant and rental, it has been said that we can withdraw from the plant rental agreement without any penalty. So no penalty has to be given. So when buying, there will be no requirement of plant and space. So the rental will be 0. Differential cost comes to 26.25. When equipment leasing of 3.6 lakh rupees, and it is again fixed cost allocation of 11.25. But it has been said that when the equipment lease is terminated, he has to pay a penalty of 60,000 rupees. So dividing that by 32,000, it comes to 1.875. So the differential cost comes to 9.375. Now coming to the manufacturing overheads part. The manufacturing overheads, it has been given 22.5 lakhs, of which 40,000 are considered variable. Therefore, rest 60,000 is fixed. So calculating and writing that, we see for the fixed part, manufacturing overheads, that is the 60% of 22.5 lakhs is 13.5 lakh, 13.5 lakh. I have not allocated per unit wise because there is no difference. So whatever it makes, it's anyways a 0. So it is not to be considered. For the variable part, 9 lakhs breaking it up, it comes to 30 and it comes to 0 for the buying part. So the differential cost comes to 30. So the overall differential cost, which is the relevant cost of producing, comes to 177.82. So at this price, he should be buying. He should be pushing the supplier to 182. He's 177.82. He's buying from the supply. He's buying from the supplier at 173 rupees, at a lower price than required as well. So hence he is making a profit of 4.82 rupees. So hence he should be buying. Thank you.